Okay, we're on Setons Clutch, 4v4. You can see all the players listed there. So on this team, we'll call this team 1. We have Ogun here in the middle. Teal is Mojo Matt 22. Pink is Cobra Attack. And yellow is Element Team for Life. Opposite Ogun in the middle on team 2, we have Back in Action 21. Blue is Crayola. Green is Study Sat Squash. And red is Splinter. So yeah, new to me map. I've seen a few. I've already done 1 or 2 videos on this. I've even attempted to play myself just now. But I have seen, like CNC replays and some of the other guys that I've set that are newish to me, streamers, have been playing this map a bit, and it does look pretty cool. I like the Navy battle of it. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. So yeah, the immediate goal of the Ogun and Back in Action here is just to get some infantry out, stop each other scouting.
Affirmative.
Although I'm guessing, with allies here, we're going to see GPS before long. So yeah, transport out from Teal. Quick early scout before the GPS gets up.
Building.
Is going straight into the Navy build right behind it. Another naval yard there.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yeah, has come right in here, and I don't know that. So yeah, Crayola's allies here, but has not moved here. I have seen players, if it's a bit more defensive, this player might set up in these ponds with cruisers and destroyers, and that does sort of contain any pushes through this direction, or can contain. Okay, just noticing another difference now. The HK100 edit has land bridges over to these islands, whereas this one is completely open. I believe the HK100 edit, in the description, it also mentioned that it has more gems, maybe. Okay, yellow's also playing allies, and yellow is now over getting Navy out on this side, getting a scout. Red doing the same. Red is allies. So yeah, it's sort of... let's see what else we can find. Green is also allies, so the only Soviet player on Team 2 is Orange here. On Team 1, pink in the rear is Soviets, and so is Ogun in the front, and yeah, these two guys are allies. Yellow, so these guys getting a good scout out. We see blue now has entered. Orange also trying to get a few subs out to help. These guys haven't really scouted at all. Haven't seen a GPS up from anyone yet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it's all destroyers for the minute. Red's come here to scout. Yellow has got a lot of gunboats just there. Maybe that's like a submarine defense. So red now starting to get a little bit of exploration happening. Orange, submarine. So slower to scout, but hopefully won't get killed.
Yes, sir.
Bit of action here. Green's joined. Orange has moved some tanks up, but look, not manoeuvring them, and the infantry have just taken them down. I see a Tesla tank, so does that mean we're on aftermath units? That would mean production maxes out at 2 buildings, but Soviets would get missile subs, which would be interesting if Orange were to go in that direction. Decent push here from yellow. I think red should be able to hold this, especially because reinforcements are right here. And there's a lot of gunboats in this. So a probe more than anything from yellow. He has managed to scout in here, but is losing numbers. Everyone here, actively maneuvering their vessels in this battle, trying to just get as many shots to miss as possible. But I believe destroyers are pretty accurate regardless of how fast something's moving. So you can see that they're getting good damage in here, and yeah, look, Red's been able to just absorb that without really losing much, and that is the issue with this map, is the distance. Because I was going to suggest, yeah, see Red we see moving, and Red could almost go on the push, but by the time he gets here, Yellow can see this coming and switch and get a defense happening. So without a GPS to switch to cruisers, I don't think that's going anywhere for the moment. We see the bases up here. Service depot for Blue. Blue's getting some decent Navy numbers out, but Teal's also here. So yeah, probably in Teal's favour. Yeah, Blue's pulled back a bit. See Orange was scouting there, still got that sub around. Would do well to get in here for his team. Okay, so red has managed to come across. Yellow hasn't really responded yet. See a destroyer now, but whatever, the handful of gunboats are gone. And yellow a little bit exposed here, so we'll stick with this. Yeah, and we see now the quite decent range from these destroyers, just able to. This naval yard will go down. He might not even lose a ship doing this. Okay, V2's engaging from land. Yeah, look, he's lost both yards. He's quickly going to lose these two. And Red now has the ability to kind of push in and scout a little bit and apply some pressure. Maybe even come in here. If he can snipe the V2s, then he can get some decent pressure on these tanks. Some reinforcements from Red here, still scouting as well. Yeah, Blue's pulled back. Teal has a free run. Purple's over here with the transport with an MCV, so yeah, has come over to harvest this ore and get set up here. That does shorten the distance for naval reinforcements too, if he builds a naval yard here. Orange is harassing with one submarine, but that's never going to really do much against this. No, just been detected, managing to escape maybe. But I think the destroyers know where he is, so that's, yeah. That's done. Pink with some tank numbers. Okay, Red's got... so Red had tanks in that transport. I thought he was just scouting. But, nice move from Red. Just, yeah, gotten in here, harassed, taken out a refinery. Juicy target here, if you can see it. He can't, but he's about to. Is he? Yeah, so let's just see if he manages to get this. That's a really good play. Tank's dying to rockets though. Yeah, so got the refinery, but which is enough, and we can see yellow is well, actually that's yellow's only refinery, so that is quite a good move. So now would be the time, if you could, to apply some pressure to yellow, but it doesn't look like, you know, they're going to be able to just yet. No cruisers, no GPS yet from Red, so no cruisers. Blue has a GPS, but look, team 1 now well established here. Although Blue's gotten over here and must have had an MCV deploy to get this build radius, because yeah, look, Blue's engaging here and here, so this is quite a good move from Blue. Okay, flame tower up from Purple to defend this, quite effective against buildings. Another turret up here from Blue. They seem to be doing a very good job against the flame towers, so yeah, if he can keep getting turrets up, although now the infantry have closed range. And slowly getting into him now with the flame tower. Not sure what Blue's ore situation is. Decent buffer there. Pillbox up again. We'll come back to that. Yeah, look, Blue has cleaned all of Teal up with the Navy. Blue does have the GPS. No cruisers yet, but destroyers in good numbers. Still going over here. We've just seen a chrono. Green chrono tank attacking purple now. So I guess that's what you get. Allies get the chrono tank as their, as their aftermath bonus. The infantry reacting to this. Looks like that build radius has gone down. I don't think that's not gonna kill the refinery now. Okay, so purple has sort of kept the flame towers going here as a future defense. As we see now, a cruiser from blue. Blue's also brought the destroyers in range, so I suspect this is not going to last long for purple on this island. One or two cruiser volleys there. See, there we go. We just did see a chrono. Red's, I think, chronoed over here or brought that over with the transport. So an island each, but this island well and truly under pressure. Teal reacting with Navy, but Blue is set up to just pivot to that, and the cruisers can just finish the job. Although purple building at a decent rate, so you've got a few MCVs up. The middle, just quickly check in. Not a heap doing. It's all with the Navy at the moment. Pink sending a spy plane. Has spied this area.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, still no GP EPs up yet from Team 1.
Unit ready.
Not a lot of vision. We see chronos flying everywhere. Yellow, okay, so because the map is symmetrical, I mentioned here about defending these ponds, and it's the same here. Yellow's, I think Yellow's realising he's losing this battle, and he's just going to set up in here. Still no GPS yet. Red moving in now with lots of destroyers and 3 cruisers, which is going to really soften this up. There's even a 4th cruiser there. We see now green having a push because, yeah, these guys are going to be under all sorts of pressure in a minute. Teal has come over here. Yeah, see, as I said, Blue's just been able to arrange those guys there, absorb that pressure. The cruisers have been firing on buildings the entire time. He's packed his MCV, he's pulling it out of range, maybe even getting it off the island entirely to save it. Teal's decided not to engage there, has gone for this area. We'll see if Blue can respond. Well, he's moving these, but he can also change his priority building to this and just spawn here. Red firmly in charge of this side of the map. They've got GPS now. So that's what they can see pretty well everything. It's just a couple of gaps up here from Team 1. These guys still no GPS. I thought that was the first tech center out, to be honest. So I don't know why that's taking so long. Unless he did lose it and had to rebuild it, because wasn't it down here? Yeah, because the refinery killed here. So maybe he did end up getting it somehow with an airstrike or a paradrop maybe, and then Yellow's had to rebuild it. Yeah, see, look. Purple's kind of collapsed here. Green and orange suffered losses, but red's got tanks to pull up to this. Cruisers firing from this side of the isthmus over to deal with this. Blue's lost the naval yards they had here. Or was that? That should have been. That's all coming up as red. But red doesn't have a build radius here. Okay, red has an MCV. That must have been how he got it. Because blue's naval yards were here. They're now gone. We see another chrono. Maybe that's how they got that GPS in hindsight. Okay, teal losing a refinery there. So green active on the chronos. Airstrike from pink on that MCV. Red must be low power because he's... Sorry, no, that is red. Okay, so there's a paradrop. That's how he spied that. Pink's dropped his paratroopers there and then sent his MiGs. this chrono tank's still going, taking out Teal, another refinery from Teal, running away from these guys now. And he's okay. These silos are full, so maybe that's what he's after. Yep, that one's gone. Got to get out of it. Got to outpace these rockets. I'd come all the way over here first. Yeah, that's what he's doing now. Get a few shots in there. That only took 3, I think. There he goes. Run away again. So he's managing just to stay away. I don't know. I don't. I've never really played with chrono tanks, so I know they're good against buildings. I don't know how they are with anti-personnel. So, like a Mammoth tank's rockets, for example, are quite good at destroying infantry. Chrono tank's gone now. So yeah, whether Green could have held his ground against that or not, I can't say. Blue is here now, so yeah, they've cleared that island of purple, and Team 2 have now taken it. So Team 2 in control and harvesting on both islands now. And look, definitely in control of this pond, and look to be able to take control of this one very soon. Like massive numbers from red and blue, some cruisers mixed in, orange even with a few subs. Purple's taking shots now from these cruisers, so they've had to fall way back. Yellow getting cruisers into here, like we talked about. This cruiser's getting a few shots away here, but this is definitely in Team 2's favour currently. I think Yellow's cruisers from the pond are just landing a few shots here, but not doing heaps of damage. Yeah, okay, they've lost their GPS. Did we see that happen?
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Don't think
Unit
so.
ready.
Where's
Building.
Team
Naval
2's?
unit lost. Construction complete.
Blue has
Unit
always had a
ready.
GPS.
Naval unit
There, I thought.
lost.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
That's really weird.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Why
ready.
is red,
Acknowledged.
Building.
if they're on the same team, why do they have different vision? Unless red lost his radar dome. The red has a radar dome. Don't know what's happening with that.
Reporting. Awaiting orders.
But look, blue can see everything. Blue should be pushing now. Blue has heaps. Just inch them forward, choke them. Surprise attack here from orange. Yeah, good move there. They're not bad against
Affirmative.
the submarine. Torpedoes are quite decent against the naval yards.
Unit
And Teal caught napping, had his force over here. He's reacting now, but orange has now just been able to sneak away
construction complete.
before losing those. So good move there from orange. Blue and red really should get up here and help. Red coming in with tanks now. Okay, yellow's been able to crawl up here, managed to get a naval yard out and get 1 or 2 ships maybe, but yeah, red straight on top of it is here with tanks as well. Trying to put yellow low power, also dealing with the gaps for the moment. Got to watch these cruisers, so really needs to just kind of Q move past this. Maybe try and get into the back of pink. But, you know, take out some juicy targets along the way. Yeah, and see now, these cruisers are also going to be doing damage to his own buildings, so that's not ideal. So he's lost that gap, the tech center. You're Soviet, you're allies, you don't have a tech center, and you're Soviet. So yeah, no tech centers on Team 1. And yeah, look, they've lost that entire vision, although purple is over here. Sniping, just got a nuke silo by the looks of things. Paratroop drop. So yeah, countering. And look, teal rather, is Navy's been caught napping, so this Teal's Navy is just able to push right up in here and harass this. I think they are missile submarines from purple. They look like missile subs rather than, because I think that's the normal sub. Yeah, see, there we go, look at that. One volley gone. I do love a missile sub. Only thing better than a cruiser, in my opinion, is a missile sub. Okay, Teal pushing right in here. Blue has now reacted to this. Should cut this off. Should get some good kills. Okay, and yeah, red now has pushed forward. Green's over here with land, clearing this out too. Red's still here. So yeah, look, team one has sort of their economies collapsed. So this is a bit of a last-ditch effort. So getting some good shots in here on orange, but I don't think ultimately that's going to save much. Blue's completely sealed this off now, and is just going to slowly walk in for the kill. Some V2s here from orange. They might get a few shots away. They're pretty good against ships if they actually connect. Red now here to finish purple up. Yellow cruisers are still firing on the tanks. Destroyer's now in range. Yeah, green's still going down here on teal. So teal's just about out of everything except a handful of buildings you can see here, and one, yeah, he's lost his navy here. Purple's gone. Yellow, yeah, yellow's harvesting, and okay, yellow's just quit. Yellow had no MCVs and no war factories, I don't think. Maybe lost his naval yards. Yeah, so it's really just down to pink now, but you know, pink's just can't do this by himself. Yeah, so a bit of to and fro over here, a bit of a fight for that island. The navy went both ways for a little while. Maybe Team 2 a little bit slow to react when they could have pushed in, but I think by that point already they were already busy with their tanks, which is why they weren't moving their navy. So yeah, can't be too harsh on that. And you know, they've come away with the victory. Quite a comprehensive one in the end. They did get some shots on orange, but ultimately didn't really get into his base. Yeah, and that's the match complete.
Battle control terminated.
Stats here. So we ended up with 5 allies and 3 Soviets on that map. Be interesting to see what the play is. It might be better to, yeah, 2 and 2, or maybe even just one navy. But it depends. I guess if the other team has 2 navies, you have to match what they're doing. Yeah, this map's starting to grow on me. If I can get my head around the smaller economy, it might be fun to play a bit more.